So today is June 19, 2014. So for the yogis who make great effort in the mindfulness development, Sayadaw would like to expound the metta, loving kindness, regarding the dhamma talk given by the Buddha to 500 monks. So the Dhamma discourse today is titled, as mentioned yesterday, the Metta, loving kindness, the human willpower. So for a meditator who practice intensively, so Metta is something necessary, like a bodyguard. And this protective chanting too. So Metta is also kind of the chanting. So when our mind during the intensive retreat, sometimes unstable, agitated, and then we should develop Metta to individual persons or all living beings, happiness and peacefulness. And due to Metta, our mind, after some time, we become calm and peaceful and tranquil, enough to focus on the meditative object, to develop the mindfulness. So through the tranquility of mind, stable mind, so we can easily develop concentration and progressive Vipassana insight. So for these reasons, for these benefits, so the Buddha expounded Metta as a protection. And so here is a motto. By developing Metta, we can successfully deal with the people around. And by developing mindfulness, we can master ourselves. So by developing Metta, we can master others, or we can win others. And by developing mindfulness, we can win ourselves. So that's a kind of motto. In the daily life, in social life, the Metta, loving kindness, is also very important. So to successful socialization or relationship, Metta is something really important. So that here in this story, the 500 monks, they are developing mindfulness in the forest. They are doing something wholesome and skillful, but they encountered the hardship and problem in the forest. So regarding Metta, how to develop Metta, Mahasi Sayadaw expounded in his book, Brahma Vihara. So today Sayadaw would like to explain how beneficial the Metta is. So regarding the benefits of Metta, how beneficial Metta is, mentioned in the Pali text called the Nidana Sanyutta, the Aukha Sutta. So on one occasion, the Buddha was residing in the Savatthi city, Jetavana monastery. The Buddha said to the monk, suppose, for example, you may offer or you may feed many people, maybe 100 people, cooking the rice in hundreds of the rice cooker, and feed people in the morning, every morning, or the daytime lunch, on evening when the sun set, and dinner. So in this way, people can accumulate great amount of merit. However, someone he developed metta in the morning, just briefly as a single squeeze or the cow teats for milk in the morning, or in the afternoon or in the evening or sunset, just 3 times a day, just briefly as a single squeeze or a cow teat for milk. So that, however great the amount of merit or the generosity, the few moment development of the metta will outshine or outweigh. So the general donor, they accumulate the great amount of merit, but that amount of merit will be outshone or outweighed by the metta we develop just briefly as the squeezing or cow teat. Regarding this benefit of the metta, Mahasi Sayadaw composed a poem in Burmese according to this sutra. So Sayadaw recited that poem, and that poem is mentioned in the Paramavihara Sutra expounded by Mahasi Sayadaw. So regarding how beneficial metta development is, here another sutra called Kula Suttanta. So the Buddha used this simile or the analogy of a family with only women, no men. So one family, for example, consists of the women, no men at all. Then such family is vulnerable to all kinds of enemy and enmity. They are subject to thief and robbery. They are not very safe. So in the same way, we develop the mindfulness, but we fail to develop metta, then we are compared to a family or the only women, no men. So very vulnerable to danger and enmity. So if we don't develop metta at all, and then we are easily threatened by kind of the ghost or the spirit or evil spirit and something like this. So that we need protection from such evil spirits and ghosts, like a family or the many men, and then if a family has many men, then no one can dare to approach to attack. So in the same way, if we develop mindfulness, at the same time we develop metta, and then we are like family, strong family with the men, so no one dare to touch us. So in the same way, if we develop metta repeatedly and day and night, maybe we develop up to we attain the jhanic state, and then the metta will be extremely powerful. No evil spirits dare to approach us. So metta is such a powerful protection. That's why the Buddha highly recommended us to develop metta. So in the human world, all human beings are working very hard day and night to accumulate wealth. So actually, we live just for a while, So one day definitely we have to leave all our property or possession behind. So whatever we possess, they are just like some of them borrowed from somebody, because in due course of time we have to leave everything we have behind when we die. So there is nothing to be said, to be considered as our own, except our dhamma. So dhamma is actually our own. The dhamma we develop is our own. So it's always accompany us. It always make us happy and prosperous anywhere, anytime, in any life we will be. So the dhamma is our own possession, our own property. So the wealth we are looking for, we accumulate, are actually like a poison if we are really attached to those, to our property and belongings. Because of the attachment, we will definitely suffer in this very life and in the lives to come. So the wealth we have accumulated is a kind of poison. And attachment to life is also kind of the poison. Attachment to life make us kill us repeatedly. So the more rebirth we have, the more death we encounter. So anyway, death is unavoidable destiny. One day we all going to die, leaving everything behind. So the Satipatthana meditation, the development of mindfulness, help us to overcome or to reduce the amount of the mental defilements, like the lobha, dosa. They are kind of mental poison. The attachment and the greed and the selfishness, hatred, they are exactly mental poison and mental defilements. So by developing metta, by being mindful of our mind and body, we develop the insight knowledge, and at the same time we reduce the mental poison, lobha, dosa, and so on. So in this way, mindfulness and loving kindness, the two together help us to overcome all kinds of the poison, like the disaster and the misfortune. So that's why we need to develop two phenomena together: sati, mindfulness, and metta, loving kindness. So by developing mindfulness continuously and effectively, and occasionally developing metta, loving kindness, we can live a peaceful and happy life. So if we want to live a happy and a peaceful life, we need to develop mindfulness and metta, loving kindness. So the mindfulness must be developed anytime, anywhere, whether we are going or sitting or standing or eating, or we should be mindful all the time. And so in this way we develop mindfulness and occasional development of metta, and we can live a peaceful and happy life. So to develop metta, loving kindness successfully, we need to develop the khanti, the forbearance and forgiveness. If we don't have khanti or forbearance or patience, we angry and we don't forgive, and then it will be very, very difficult to develop metta, loving kindness. Here in this regard, Sayadaw recite Burmese poem. Only when we can develop the forbearance and patience, metta can be developed successfully. So when we develop the mindfulness, it's quite important to renounce worldly life. We have to come to the center, leaving our business and family behind. So without renunciation, it will be difficult to develop mindfulness successfully. So when we practice meditation, seclusion, is also very important. Privacy is very important. So we should be alone mentally when we practice meditation, when we develop mindfulness, without associating with other people, so that we can develop the mental power, will power, and occasionally we develop metta. So as mentioned earlier, metta is necessary for successful the social life, and mindfulness can be developed only with the seclusion and mental privacy. So by protecting ourselves, mindfulness, through the mindfulness and metta, we spontaneously protect others too from danger and disaster. So as mentioned earlier, we can win ourselves by developing mindfulness, and we can win others by developing metta, loving kindness. So for sure, by developing mindfulness and metta, we can live happy and peaceful life. So this Metta Sutra is expounded by the Buddha in the Jetavana monastery in Savatthi city to the monks who were making great effort in the development of Vipassana, mindfulness. So about 500 monks, they learned how to develop mindfulness from the Buddha, how to develop mindfulness until the full enlightenment. They learned detail from the Buddha, and then they left for a secluded place in the forest, 500 yojana away from the Savatthi city. So these monks, they are on the way to the forest, and with the full requisites or the monk or monastic requisites like the ambo and a robe. So they are very admiring and very impressive manner. So the people in the village, they were very impressed by the manner and appearance of the monks. So they invited the monks and offer food to them. And then they asked, "Venerable sir, where are you going?" Then the monks answer, "Oh, we are going somewhere secluded place, a suitable place to practice meditation." Then the villagers, they requested the monks to practice the forest nearby their village. So they mentioned if the monks stayed in the nearby forest, they would get a good opportunity to take precepts, 5 precepts, and then to listen dhamma talk and to practice with the monks. So they humbly requested the monks to stay and practice the forest nearby. And also they pledged they would provide all the monks with the 4 requisites when they were practicing in the forest nearby. So in the forest, so they practice under the trees. So the guardian deva in the trees, tree guardian deva or spirits, so they could not stay in their trees. So they are on the ground, wandering around here and there. So the guardian deva or spirits, they expected the monk to leave within a few days. But actually, monks are practicing there day and night. They won't leave very soon. So these spirits and tree guardian deva, they quite upset. If the monks stayed for the whole rain retreat, and it will be very difficult for them to live their life on the ground, on the earth. They won't have a chance they will lose a chance to go back their home in their own trees. So they are very disappointed, and they're very upset and angry. So they prepare to chase the monk away. So in this way, they spend a month and a half. So the spirit deva, tree guardian deva, so upset. They cannot stay in the trees in the above of the monks because of the power or the virtue practiced by the monk. So that's why these tree guardian spirits, they upset, and so they discussed how to drive the monks away out. So nighttime, or monks are practicing meditation, walking alone here and there, and daytime sitting meditation alone here and there. So the three guardian devas, they took advantage to scare the monks. They show the body, dead body with the no head, and sometimes very scary voice, and sometimes very foul smell. So the monks saw the dead body with the no head in panic, and they could not even sleep at night. In this way, monk got a lot of sleepless nights. So when the monk met each other, saw each other, and then they saw each other afflicted with the illness, like the coffin or the cold, or the monks. All the monks look very weak and very thin, lost a lot of weight. So they asked each other, "What happened to you, my friend? You look very thin, and you are coughing. Me too. And what's the problem?" So they share their experience with others. "Oh, today, last night, I saw a dead body with no head. Oh, I was so scared, I could not sleep." And another monk said, "Oh, I practice anapana meditation on and out breath. I smell a very foul and a filthy smell I got. I was so scared, I could not practice." Something like this, they share their panic experience with one another. So finally, they unanimously decided, or this place is not very suitable place for us to practice intensively. So we better go back to the Buddha and get advice. So in this way they went back to the Savatthi city to see the Buddha. So when they arrived to the Buddha, so the Buddha asked them, why you came back during the Vassa, their rain retreat? And then they replied to the Buddha, "Oh, these blessed one, the Venerable Sir, we practice meditation intensively. We keep our virtue, our precept pure. We practice under the tree and intensively. But there are many spirits. They don't like us. They hate us. They show us, they scare us, and they show we saw very scary sight and hear very scary sound and form, smell. So we came back to you for advice." Then the Buddha said, "Oh, my disciple, my dear disciple, you went there as a guest without gift. You're supposed to take gift to the host. So without giving gift to go to visit somewhere, so they don't like you, so they scare you." So the Buddha advised them to go back to the forest, to that same forest. So they are very scared to go back to same forest. Then the Buddha said, "Don't worry, I'll give you the powerful weapon." "What type of weapon, sir?" "Oh, this is a Metta." So the Buddha then taught them how to develop Metta, Metta Sutra. So how to recite Metta Sutra and how to develop the loving kindness. So whatever we do, wherever we are, whether we are standing or sitting, going or lying down, or whether we are doing something worldly or spiritual, so Metta is always helpful. So when we go somewhere, we should send our love to all living beings there. So the monks, when they are going to the forest, so they are advised to send Metta to the living beings in the forest they are going to. And then when we are going to the center, we should send our love and loving kindness to all living beings in the center we are going to. So Sayadaw said when he about to come to the TMC, Tathagata Meditation Center, he sent Metta to all people and living beings in the Tathagata Center to be happy and peaceful. So Sayadaw developed Metta or sent Metta in advance ahead of his journey. So wherever we go, we should send our love and wish to all living beings there, all living beings, the place we are going to. So as advised by the Buddha, as taught by the Buddha, all the monks, they sent Metta to the living beings in the forest, and before they get into the forest. And when they get into the forest, also they sent Metta and to individual living beings or all living beings in general, Orisa Metta or Anorisa Metta. So the spirits, the three guardian spirits, they were touched by the Metta and loving kindness sent by the monks. So when they saw the monks coming in distance, they came down from the tree, and they say, "Oh, welcome back. So we are looking forward to seeing you. Oh, you come very late. Don't worry, we will take care of you. Anything you need, let us know. We will take care of you." Something like this. They, all the monks are warmly welcome back to the forest. They no longer make any problem or difficulty to the monks. So, due to the metta, so the spirit devas and the monks, they mutually helping each other, mutually help each other, and they practice meditation successfully. So, Sayadaw will continue this story tomorrow. So today time is up. That's for today.